Before I get into letting y'all know what this dude did after meeting with Condoleezza Rice, I want to read a bit of propaganda for y'all. I was on this website, this conservative website, because I watch them like they watch me. And I saw this letter, and the tone of it was very, very interesting. And I'm sure that y'all are going to be able to relate to this. So it went like this. Ever since political outsider Donald Trump's historic victory, Democrats have been trying furiously to spin it in some sort of way, or some sort of illegal way, or devious activities that caused him to win. If it wasn't the Russians, then it must have been lying, or better yet, brainwashing. A favorite fallback theory is that the Republicans just gave up and decided to let our rights be taken away just so a Republican can win. Along with that theory is the one that Republicans never criticized Trump for anything he did, which is just a blatant lie. Many Republicans were very hesitant to support Trump's bid for president. One such doubtful individual was a former Secretary of State, Condoleezza Rice. She was at one point very outspoken against Trump and his presidential aspirations. However, she is an excellent example of someone who understands the importance of moving on from your differences and doing all the good that you can do. Obviously, the two are on a at least friendly basis now, since Rice accepted the president's invitation to meeting at the Oval Office. We don't currently know what the meeting was concerning, but given the president's track record of consulting experienced government officials, it could have been any number of issues in which she is an expert. Now let's break this down for a minute. This shit is hilarious. He's saying that the liberals like to put the spin on everything, and everybody knows Republicans are the kings and queens of the spin. But for him to say that she understands how to move on, she's moved on, and she's going to do the best that she can. She's working with Trump to do the best that she can. Like, they was mature. They were mature when Barack Obama was in office. Like, they took that L and just said, you know what, we're going to work for the betterment of the country, even though our guy didn't win, which is in reality the true blatant lie. Y'all know what they did for 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They was on Obama ass. If he said up, they said down. He said cold, they said hot. He said go, they said stop. He said war, they said peace. He said peace, they said war. He said spin, they said conserve. Everything this man said, they did the opposite. Everything he did, they did the opposite. If he said something, they said the opposite. Their whole plan was to stick to code no matter what. It didn't matter if they threw the whole country under the bus. It didn't matter. Their whole plan was to destroy his legacy, day one. And even undoing the Affordable Health Care Act, that whole thing, trying to destroy Obamacare, they don't care that 20-something million Americans are going to be uninsured and they're not going to be able to go to the doctor and get the services that they need. They don't give a damn. They just want to win. They just want to turn it over, reverse it, and say, yeah, we did that, and collect their money from the pharmaceutical companies and the big hospitals and stuff who got the money, who spend, because see, they spend for corruption, man. See, ain't no money in taking care of the people. There's no money in taking care of the people. The money for them is in corruption. And that's why Maxine Waters called them out. Called them a bunch of scumbags. wholeheartedly agree. Salute to Maxine Waters and everybody that thinks like her and everybody that supports her. Now, so what did Donald Trump do? Oh, man. What did he not do? This dude, I'm going to tell you something, man. This dude is the biggest con in the history of politics. First of all, he had all of y'all thinking that he was not a politician, but he's running for president of the United States. Let me tell you something. The minute you run for public office, you become a politician. And you still got ignorant asses out there right now to this day saying, well, Donald Trump's not a politician. That just shows you how dumb they are. Let me go to a commercial right quick. I'm going to come right back and I'm going to tell y'all what I think about this dude. 20 seconds, y'all. Give me 20 seconds. So what did Donald Trump do? You guessed it. He tweeted. Now, I saw some kind of news report that came out that they were saying that he's not going to be like Obama and share secrets and tell people about how many people we're going to be having deployed, how many soldiers we're going to have deployed overseas and what missions we're going on and all that. Man, this dude can't hold water. He's very emotional. He's very emotional. Anything that get on his skin, he start tweeting about it. Anything he do, he just start tweeting. A little kid can look at him around like that little kid was raised wrong. Give it 10 years, he'll be locked up. He'll tweet about it. He's the Twitter bandit. What Drake say? Twitter fingers turn to trigger finger. That's his gun. Twitter is his gun. So he tweeted, this is what he said. Great meeting with a wonderful woman today. Former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice. Now, the meeting was closed to the public. It was closed to the media. And White House Secretary, this dude said that the global hotspots and fighting against Islamic State, the Islamic State could have very well been some of the topics of discussion. And now, based on Condi's experience, she does have experience in international diplomacy. She does, I give her that. She has that. She does have some experience in dealing with the Russians. So they may be using her as their Olivia Pope, to go in and try to clean things up with Russia. But they rigged that election with Russia. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Russia helped them rig the election. That's why some people are not even referring to him as Trump anymore. They're calling him Trump Putin, because it's widely believed that Russia is now calling the shots in the U.S. Russia is calling the shots in the U.S. And that Donald Trump, again, just like the ones before him, is just a figurehead. That is the general consensus. Now, Rice, if you remember, she served as in the George Bush administration, so she does have a lot of international experience. But what gets me is that going back when this dude was talking earlier, the guy that wrote the letter that I wrote to you, read to you guys earlier, who had said that Donald Trump uses smart judgment, saying that he hires the people with experience, government officials with experience. His whole cabinet is a whole bunch of amateurs. The whole cabinet, none of them have experience in the areas, in the positions that he put them in. None of them have experience. None of them. And Jeff Sessions, he the worst. He the absolute worst. And this dude here's supposed to be the guy that everybody looking at as the top law enforcement official. Man, come on, y'all. We in trouble. And if you think we're not in trouble, like that once great song said, Your mind playing tricks on you. Yeah, I know I had to get y'all one day with that. No more talk.